Are you tossing actually well worth of smooth veg and also wrinkly fruit in the container unnecessarily? From the additional challenging darkish experience to component of a leek, to a potato that really feels very easy, to a plum that has actually lengthy previous wrinkly, can we, effectively, discard way too much fruit and also veg? Every evening you will situate me in the cooking area. I am the prepare supper in our house and also I don't neglect myself as a fairly daring dish manufacturer. I am pleased to contact one in every of a type mixes of components info I've one major food preparation problem. I am troubling concerning the use of dishes that do not have a look at these. I am the type of guy or female that obtains eye rolls from senior citizens after I chuck out elements which are previous their use. Through day I will every so often be made a decision within the nook peeling off mushrooms simply making sure there is no dirt left on them uncover a dodgy looking hollow in an apple. I am not most likely to eat rounded it. And also when it comes to the 3-second regulation? Actually not. No fashion currently not listed below any kind of celebrations. However I am fairly certain I am correct around that. It can be challenging to understand. Particularly on the other hand whilst we discover ourselves cleaning packages of fruit and also veg previously compared to we also placed them away. Just expertise extremely mindful we're being. Is it day to day to do this? I ask myself. As I chuck out the layer of onion below the brownish skin as it is however brownish and also unskilled in position. And also provided the advanced climate, I am hopeless. Like a lot of human beings. Making each aspect pass regarding feasible. So, in a quote to uncover which dishes need to stream quickly into the brownish container and also which I am needlessly discarding, I spoke with a specialist. Satisfy the expert. Helen White is a one-of-a-kind expert on very own family members' dishes squander for charity wrap, squander and also sources activity program. She deal with food shops, manufacturers and also kinds on appealing with the public to reduce dishes squander. I try to currently not allow dishes achieve this variable expertise every now and then it is taken from my hands as an instance. Some plums I latterly offered just weren't ripe, so I left them to soften. Expertise they continued to be shake hard up till they have actually been unexpectedly really wrinkly. There was nothing between. I attempted a plum that become possibly a midday in the rear of the wrinkly ones. And also it customized into however hard and also sour I completed up tossing every one of them away competence could the wrinkly plums had actually been to feast on? The same relates to various other rock fruit, containing nectarines and also peaches. Should I consign them to the dishes container? Experienced referral. Initially, a lot of tidy generate, which contain plums, will last much longer in the fridge, which needs to be readied to this is so crucial. Like dishes dislike squander, an area of wrap, has actually produced a device to aid some conclusion, comprehensive of pears and also avocados, or definitely plums, purchased as currently not totally ripe, desire ripening at space temperature level, despite the fact that I presume we have had actually the appreciate of missing out on the 15-minute while some element went from unripe to overripe. If it is just wrinkly, it should however be, to feast on. If it is moldy, it is not submit wrinkly outcome to smoothies or sauces or prepare supper them. I am assuming plum compote or dipping sauce, crimson pepper soup or loaded peppers, also roasted grapes are scrumptious contributed to a salad. What are you able to finish with fruit and also veg that is lengthy gone soft? In some cases fruit and also veg goes tidy and also begins evolved to taste floury, specifically potatoes and also apples. I aim to utilize them in opportunity techniques, as an example in apple sauce or mashed potatoes, where the feels a lot much less crucial additional. I'll purchase a bag of origin veg, state carrots or parsnips, and also might have actually utilized virtually they all. Competence there is continuously one or two left that distribute bendy and also work hair like wisps creating off them. Exists a way to obtain the structure reduced gone back to the fashion it ought to be and also are they however exact enough to feast on as quickly as prepared? Expert recommendations. Once again, storage space is critical for maintaining your food in suitable scenario. Main crop potatoes need to be saved in a trendy, dark, completely dry location to keep them at their top quality. Neglect the fruit dish for apples. Maintain them within the refrigerator. You might be shocked at expertise prolonged they remain gleaming and also crisp therein in the event that they do go floury. Food preparation is the option. Submit apples to a smoothie, or perhaps a curry, or a pickle or chutney, or stew them for a pie or fall apart dental filling. In instance you are production mashed potato, since you have actually obtained potatoes that require the use of ice up it in parts, ready to thaw also as you desire it. For roast potatoes, maintain the peel. For crunchy potato, peeling off crisps, and also take advantage of the understanding of a truthfully crunchy roasty. For sprouting veg, feast on as lots as is in shape to be consumed and also minimize off the grow. I have had actually suitable repercussions growing really sprouty onions and also potatoes within the grass. You might likewise attempt revitalizing bendy origin veg. A chili tub can preserve them in loads the very same fashion as a person. Preferably, minimize off a little the origin surrender. Comprehending this isn't important. After that, both stand the veg in a glass of really cool sprinkle or prepare them in a meal of iced sprinkle in the fridge to appearance if they cheer up. What to peel and also what currently not to peel. I am no more talking potatoes right below. I am undeniably a pause and also skin on mashed french fries tight. Now acknowledge there are some veg I am able to supply myself to leave unpeeled. Take the commonplace or garden onion. I remove the brownish peel. Now acknowledge after that periodically the initially layer of onion also, since it is nevertheless brownish in areas or darkish green should certainly I problem doing this. And also I am also higher fastidious concerning fungis. I peel mushrooms as a be counted of course, making particular there can be no dirt on them. Experienced referral. Really did not an individual as soon as state existence is just also brief to things a mushroom? I feel the same around peeling off. Mushrooms require a clean with a tea towel or a little cooking area paper to do away with the dust. That is all. Cleaning makes them relocate slimy. When it comes to the onion, in my experience the browning is typically just throughout the leading, so I minimize any kind of brownish off as soon as I remove the peak and also origin appearance. No one anticipates you to consume topics that typically aren't healthy and balanced for human consumption. That includes tea bags, eggshells and also onion pores and also skin. So do not punish on your own. Feast on what is suitable for human intake and also place the not fit to eat in your food squander container. Where to draw in the roadway with origins, fallen leaves and also tops. The knobbly little bit at completion of a carrot, the white element close to the stem of a pepper, the trimmings from green beans and also sugar break peas. Hand me a veg blade and also I am able to cut away also as there is shade alterations. I am also worse. With leeks I utilize the white and also light unskilled section. Understanding hard dark inexperienced aspect is going directly in the dishes container. And also at the very same time as they are currently uncomplicated, I do the equivalent with the darkish green section of a springtime onion. Do I should attempt this? It shows up wasteful to see a quarter of a leek head into the food container. We call the response to this completing. Appropriate right below are a couple of instances. You might eat cauliflower and also carrot fallen leaves, grow tops, broccoli stalks, cabbage hearts and also natural herb stalks. With these kinds of it is concerning what you finish with them. So for natural herb stalks, due to the reality they are a little bit higher strong, cut them into dips and also sauces or into savory recipes or blitz them into pesto. Ice up. Parsley stalks for flavoring soup and also supply. The unskilled finishes of leeks and also springtime onions are total of benefits and also flavor. You can utilize them in the equivalent fashion as you utilize the white little bit. Just clean them completely. You do not should peel beetroot also as roasting it. The skin is and also you can utilize the fallen leaves as you will chard or spinach. Roasting more youthful butternut squash with the pores and also skin on includes flavor and also structure. A variety of lowering off of completions has to do with individual prefer rather than flavor, so if it is fit to be consumed, eat it. If it is currently not, place it in the dish's squander container. Origin veg and also mushrooms that start to experience damp. I am believing generally talking variables like origin veg correct right below, like carrots that show up to send out a watery fluid eventually, particularly if left in a bag. And also just the most awful. Mushrooms that not top notch have a damp fluid proficiency obtain a fishy smell whilst you obtain the odor. Is it time to place them within the dish's loose container? Exactly how around comfy fruit and also veg, including onion that is extensive gone soft. Experienced suggestion. If it is moldy, rotten or scenting horrible, do not eat it. The essential correct right here's to avoid them obtaining damp to start with. What you are seeing with carrots is transpiration, in which they shed wetness in the completely dry setting of the fridge. The fridge is a completely dry area. So, one more time, greater storage space can aid. We recommend maintaining the majority of shimmering generate, other than bananas, onions, uncut pineapples and also potatoes, within the fridge at 5 degrees Celsius, and also within Truth product packaging, as assistants preserve it fresher for much longer. For a couple of devices, that include salad fallen leaves, we back whilst you have opened up the bag you include an item of cooking area paper to it. You could possibly try placing carrots into a lidded location. Full stop. Mushrooms tend to get on greater in a paper bag. Now acknowledge you may not acquire them like that, so you need to make every effort tucking them into their punnet with a folded up tea towel, like a covering. We staying in exceptional times in the imply time. Understand and acknowledge at the very same time as you go returned in your higher typical buying actions. One element to bear in mind could be proficiency lots shimmering generate you repurchasing, and also the method extensive you think it to last. No much longer used in time is the leading intention offered for squandering optimal tidy generate. So are you purchasing an extreme quantity of picking unfastened, or smaller sized, or icy veg will allow you acquire handiest what you require and also minimizes the threat of you currently not can make it through your very easy generate ahead of time compared to it is past its expiry. Am I with the ability of consume wounded fruit and also veg? I am obtaining masses greater at lowering out a negative little fruit and also veg after which food preparation the leisure or eating it uncooked expertise is this sufficient? And also what happens if there is a hollow in the generate that appear like it is being produced with the help of an bug, as in circumstances a maggot in an apple? Experienced recommendations. If, on reviewing a hollow, there is an individual although at residential, maybe an item offsetting expertise you do correct with the source of reducing out the wound, horrible little bit or hollow and also the use of as a bargain of the leisure as you could possibly. The modifications I have made. Complying with Helen's suggestion, I have wind up identified to minimize my food lose. The initially suggestion I took ended up being to forestall being so wasteful with origins and also standards. My leeks are most definitely totally used. I have lengthy long gone from eliminating all the fallen leaves on broccoli and also cauliflower to food preparation those closest to the florets. I undeniably like the peak concerning aligning up the ones adaptable veg. It really feels somewhat like a technical experiment while bringing them reduced back. I furthermore appreciate a lot much less accountable around getting rid of some little bits that plainly cannot be utilized no more. Do I concern that I should not situated the brownish onion pores and also skin within the food loose container. I recognize there are a couple of that I can most definitely throw out. I am furthermore trying my cost financial savings spree currently not to allow fruit and also veg to obtain vintage. One fashion of doing this is to assembled supper food whilst they are however at their recreation, and also situated them in the fridge freezer. Dishes for bendy veggie stew and also adaptable veggie soup are for consuming any kind of veg. I furthermore from time to time make veggie supply using veg or even a couple of peelings, and after that situated it within the fridge freezer.